The last bit of news is one that Jerry would crucify me for forgetting.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
don't worry. I'll just leave it on screen for the rest, regardless of what we're talking about.
Right.
So this is the guys at Wargames Atlantic have started to sell their plastic kits. They've got 2 of them up for order right now. One of them is the Raumjäger Sci-Fi Soldiers, which is pretty cool. So if you're looking to use these in any kind of generic sci-fi stuff, or if you're potentially going to use it for something like 40k, for example, these would be pretty good soldiers. You can have a look at the sprues there as well. Very, very nice and easy to put together. Good to pose around with and play around with as well if you want to get stuck into some kit bashing. But as well as that, they've also done some fantasy stuff. So they're actually going to be working with the guys at Footsore / Warbanner / whatever they are at the moment on Mortal Gods, and they're going to be designing. Well, they have designed up some plastic skeletons, which we have looked at in some previews in the past, but they're now available for you to pre-order as well, for you to use in your Greek games if you wish, or of course in any fantasy game as well.
Skelly Bobs.
Yeah.
I'm really excited by this for a couple of reasons. One, Greek Skelly Bobs, always great.
Yeah.
2, the range that they've decided to go for with this. So they've gone for a Greek Skeleton Warrior set, which is nice. And then their Sci-Fi Trooper set, which is a little bit Deathcore of Krieg, a little bit dramatic, but they also have a head option there, and I've seen them painted up looking not dissimilar to Rebel Troopers from Hoth.
See,
so you could do it, and that's great.
Yeah, see, for the Sci-Fi Troopers, I would nearly go like Elysian Drop Troops for them.
Yeah, you could do that.
You know, I think it's a little bit more of that than it is Deathcore, because, you know, Deathcore, it's really that old World War I style of gas mask. I'm not really getting that vibe from these.
But that's because they've got multiple head options.
Well, bring up the sprue for me.
Hang on. So...
Up.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Fortunately, it's back to us here.
Hi.
But there's a set with helmets and gas masks on.
Gotcha.
Now, as far as Elysian drop troops go, they don't wear 3/4 length coats, and they generally have grav chutes, which these guys don't. So they're going to be more Elysian splat trips as they get thrown out of a Valkyrie on top of the enemy. It's the Elysian Suicide Squad. Just push them on top of the orcs.
Calm down.
See what kills them. But some of the stuff that's coming next from Wargames Atlantic is looking interesting. So they have another 2 historic ranges coming, and they've announced that it's going to be Dark Age Irish, which is amazing.
Although you have enough Irish.
No, well, you know,
you have enough Irish.
But these are plastics.
But you have enough Irish.
No, I've got nice metal ones. Now I could have some, you know, cheap and nasty plastic ones to throw at them. But but the fact they've gone for Irish is really interesting, because if you want to go for Saxons or Anglo-Saxons, Anglo-Danes or Vikings, there's Gripping Beast, and then there's Victrix. There's probably somebody else as well that I'm forgetting. There is somebody else, but I can't remember their name. Anyway, there are plastics out there, and it seems to be whenever somebody comes to do a range of Dark Age, they go, we'll do Vikings, we'll do Anglo-Danes. Irish is very popular, and the Irish will fit in with Celts and with so Scots, Picts, whatever you want. The fact they've gone, right, everybody does these, and there are these plastic kits, why compete with those when we can do this instead? And it supplements, it sits alongside, which is great. And they're doing the exact same for the other range, which is Persians. So there's, again, you've got Wargames, or Warlord have the Greeks, and Victrix have Greeks as well. And now there's going to be plastic Persians. And the thing about Persians are they're a dung force normally, so you need far more of those than you need of Greeks. And up until now, if you're wanting those, you're having to buy them in metal. And to have that mass horde feel coming forward with their little light wicker shields that go on fire at the drop of a hat, it's costing you a fortune. Anybody who's seen the 300 Spartans will know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, so they've looked at the market. They've gone, we are going to do generic things that will fit many games, and we're not going to compete with other people who are already doing it. And people look at things like the Victrix Greeks and go, these are fantastic, I need these in my life. Why would you put another Greek out there? Whereas nobody's doing the competition. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say after that, we might see plastic Carthaginians. That would be nice, because everybody and their dog does Romans. And who does the armies of Hannibal? Not enough people.
I would really like them to see them do something Crusader-based, because obviously we get a lot of the Knights and all the Western Europeans and that kind of thing, but I'd love to see them do Saladin's army, get some of those in as well. That could be really cool. So,
So it'd be interesting to see. It's an incredibly new company. they only started announcing that they really existed at the start of March. So
Yeah.
on March the 1st, they were going, we're coming. And then a couple of days later, they started previewing little things. And then they went live and went, yeah, we're here now.
Right.
Enjoy. Going, well, okay, I will, since you've offered.
I get the feeling that this year you're going to see a lot more sort of Ancients and sort of Iron Age coverage than we have in years past. What do you think?
Don't know.
Possibly?
I wasn't thinking about it myself, but since you seem keen on it, yeah, we'll do that.